Robert Redford dies at 89. Hollywood legend and Sundance founder tribute. Full legacy recap. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're searching Robert Redford Death 2025 or Robert Redford Sundance Legacy, this video has your heartfelt tribute and complete breakdown. From CNN's breaking report, the Oscar-winning actor, director, and environmentalist Robert Redford passed away peacefully at 89 on September 16, 2025, at his beloved Sundance home in Utah's mountains, surrounded by loved ones. His publicist Cindy Berger confirmed. Robert Redford passed away on September 16, 2025, at his home at Sundance in the mountains of Utah, the place he loved, surrounded by those he loved. He will be missed greatly. The family requests privacy during this time. If you're a film fan or inspired by Redford's iconic career, subscribe and comment. Favorite Redford movie? Let's honor his life from Butch Cassidy to Sundance's global impact, starting now. The news feels at the end of an era. Redford, born Charles Robert Redford Jr. on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California, was a restless youth who studied art in Europe and theater in New York before breaking into acting. His early TV roles led to Broadway with Barefoot in the Park in 1963, but Hollywood stardom exploded with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in 1969. As the Sundance Kid opposite Paul Newman's Butch Cassidy, the buddy western grossed $102 million and won 4 Oscars, launching their legendary partnership. Redford credited Newman for helping him land roles, saying in a 2005 Inside the Actors Studio interview, "My mother, no matter what I did, she was always forgiving and supportive and felt that I could do anything." Versus contemporaries like Clint Eastwood, Redford balanced acting and directing like few others. His quiet strength defined him. Tip: stream Butch Cassidy on Netflix. Newman's chemistry is timeless. Viewer hook: imagine riding horses across the West like Redford. Pause and picture that freedom. What's your dream role in a Western? Redford's filmography is a masterpiece collection. The Sting, 1973, reunited him with Newman as con artists, raking $159 million and snagging 7 Oscars, including Best Picture. Dramatic turns followed in All the President's Men, 1976, as Bob Woodward to Dustin Hoffman's Carl Bernstein. Exposing Watergate, the film won 4 Oscars for its journalistic grit. As a director, Ordinary People, 1980, marked his debut, winning Best Picture and Best Director for his raw family trauma tale with Timothy Hutton and Mary Tyler Moore. Other gems: The Way We Were, 1973, with Barbra Streisand. The Great Gatsby, 1974, as Jay Gatsby. The Natural, 1984, as Roy Hobbs. Out of Africa, 1985, with Meryl Streep. A River Runs Through It, 1992, directing Brad Pitt. Quiz Show, 1994, as a quiz show host, and The Horse Whisperer, 1998. He acted into his 80s, reuniting with Fonda in Our Souls at Night, 2017, and starring The Old Man and the Gun, 2018, at 82. In a 2018 CBS Sunday Morning interview, he reflected on retirement. To me, retirement means stopping something or quitting something. There's this life to lead. Why not live it as much as you can as long as you can? Over 50 films, 2 Oscars, and a Golden Globe, Redford's range from westerns to dramas is unmatched. Pro tip: binge All the President's Men on HBO Max. Journalism at its finest. Retention question: The Sting or Ordinary People? Which Redford film changed your view on storytelling? Share below. Sundance Institute is Redford's enduring gift to cinema. Founded in 1981 as a Utah Film Festival, he rebranded its Sundance in 1991, creating the world's premier indie showcase in Park City, Utah. It discovered Quentin Tarantino, Steven Soderbergh, Ryan Coogler, and launched films like Reservoir Dogs and Little Miss Sunshine. The Institute offers labs, grants, and the annual January Festival, drawing 120,000 attendees. Redford received an honorary Oscar in 2002 for his impact. The Sundance Institute statement: "We are deeply saddened by the loss of our founder and friend Robert Redford. Bob's vision of a space and a platform for independent voices launched a movement that, over 4 decades later, has inspired generations of artists and redefined cinema in the U.S. and around the world. Versus Cannes or Toronto, Sundance is the indie heartbeat. Redford's 1961 move to Utah preserved a landscape he loved. In a 2015 CNN interview with Christiane Amanpour, he said, "I want to make the most of what I've been given. You keep pushing yourself forward. You try new things, and that's invigorating." Tip: stream Sundance films on Hulu. Discover hidden gems like Tangerine. Viewer question: ever been to Sundance? What's your favorite Discovery film? Tell me in comments. Tributes from Hollywood pour in. George Clooney, a Sundance alum, tweeted, "Robert Redford was a giant. His work at Sundance changed my life." Meryl Streep, his Out of Africa co-star, said, "He was the real deal, a man of quiet strength who lets stories speak." In a 2020 CNN opinion piece on climate change, Redford voiced concerns. "I discovered how important nature was in my life, and I wanted to be where nature was extreme and where I thought it could maybe be everlasting." He lost his son David James Redford to cancer in October 2020. Public outpouring. Hashtag Thank You Redford trends with clips from The Sting and Sundance memories. Versus Newman or Streep's passings. Redford's indie legacy hit hardest. Fun fact: he attended the 2024 Sundance, his last public appearance. Pro tip: join virtual watch parties for his classics. Community healing awaits. Retention hook. Picture Clooney's tribute. Pause and think of Redford's impact. Which co-star's words resonate most with you? Memorials and future honors. Expect a Sundance memorial in January 2026 with ordinary people, screenings, and panels. The Institute plans a Redford Day festival. Hollywood tributes. AFCA may rename an award. Oscars 2026 could feature a segment. Public. Fans organize marathons. Versus past legends. Redford's environmental advocacy inspires climate focus in film. Tip: donate to Sundance in his name. Keep the vision alive. Viewer question: what tribute would you want for Redford? Share ideas below. Redford's legacy is timeless, from Butch Cassidy charisma to Sundance's indie revolution. At 89, his peaceful passing closes a chapter, but his stories live on. Who's rewatching a classic? Like if this tribute moved you. Sub for film news, share. Thanks. Honor the legend.